right, so this is gonna be my test unboxing, like in this new video format that I'm gonna be doing temporarily. Or if you all like this, I might keep the video, like keep the face videos if you like this type of unboxing. But for this video, I'm gonna be taking a look at the Barbie Basics doll number 10. This beautiful doll that I have had in my closet for a long time. I got her off of the Facebook Marketplace for a really good price. I think I paid like maybe $25 for her, but I have been really wanting to add more dolls in my collection that have the Desiree head sculpt or the Adria head sculpt. And I chose to get her just because I really loved her facial screening and because there's sort of a controversy behind this particular Barbie doll. So in the 2010s, just like I spoke about in the last video, people just cannot get over the fact that Barbie has adult collectible items. And the Basics collection, I almost said Barbie looks. The Barbie Basics collection was designed for adult collectors. It was designed by Bill Greening, just like the Barbie Looks collection. And these dolls were pretty fairly priced. I think they were only $20 whenever they were new, but there was a controversy around this one. And that was because she has an incredibly low neckline on her dress. And people were like, oh, I can't believe Barbie has such a like revealing neckline on this dress. Like how is that supposed to be speaking to young girls? Like it, what? This doll is not made for kids. This is an adult collectible item, first of all, and second of all, like how is showing a little, like it's not anything worse than wearing a bathing suit. Like you're gonna see worse at the beach. That's so silly. That is so silly to me. But I got her because of that controversy and because I needed more dolls in my collection with the Desiree head sculpt. And I just would really love to add a lot more of these other dolls in my collection too on the back. I have Timothy so graciously sent me the goddess head sculpt with the deep Nubian skin tone. I have the Teresa, of course. I kind of want the Tango. And the Leia is cool too. And the Steffi's also really cool. But I think out of all these, the one that I don't have that I want is the Diva. I really love the Diva in this collection. So she'll probably be the next one I pick up if I don't get her like at a thrift store. She'll be the next one that I get new. So let me go ahead and unbox this doll off camera and then I can show you her. Does anyone else miss whenever Mattel used to put these little plastic strips on the back of their doll's hair, the collector doll? Well, they did it with Playline dolls too, to keep the hair from going all crazy and shipping. I kind of miss it because it was kind of therapeutic to like peel it back like that. For some reason, I really loved that part, like peeling it. But here is Desiree, straight out of her packaging. And isn't she absolutely gorgeous? Now, the front-facing camera on my iPhone, I don't think is the best lens, but I think I'll throw like a picture, like a close-up image of her facial screening, but she is absolutely gorgeous. I love her. Like, I love the screening that the screening is why I wanted this one, because the Barbie basic screenings are just next level. I love the eyeshadow. I love the metallic eyeshadow. I love her eyebrows, even though, you know, they're not as thick as I usually like them. But I love her eyebrows, like how clean they are. I love the she's got almost like reflective eyeshadow under her eyebrow, like a highlighter, and her neutral colored lips, like the lipstick is just perfect. The lipstick color is just perfect on her. I think, no, she doesn't even have any lip liner. It's just this sculpt is so defined in comparison to modern made Mattel head sculpts that she doesn't need it. So I got her, and I have had her waiting on a video for a long time because I was going to do more of the All About series, and I was going to do one of All About Desiree, but as much as I loved how that video turned out, the one that I did for Diva, honestly, it took forever. And I know that, like, whenever I started this channel, it was never about the money. But whenever YouTube starts making money off of you, like basically taking advantage of all of your hard work, and they barely want to give you anything back, you start feeling taken advantage of whenever a company is taking advantage of you like that. So I didn't like that uh, like that they were making money off of me just for me to host my video on here, and you know, I barely see any of it back. So after monetization came on this channel, I kind of like my mind shifted a little bit, and unfortunately, I don't go above and beyond like I used to. Uh, and that video took so much effort, and not enough people were watching it. So I will talk about everything I know about Desiree off the top of my head here. So this head sculpt was originally called Adria, and I don't know why she was called Adria. Like, that's what she's called in Mattel's archive. Like, in their computer base, her name is called Adria. Maybe at one point the character's name was Adria, or they were going to use this head sculpt in another doll line, like in Sew and Style or something, and they were going to name this character Adria or something. But we know her as Desiree because, or I don't know why I said Sew and Style, because this head sculpt's been around since the Fashion Fever era, and maybe the Fashion Fever character, Desiree, which is why we call her Desiree, maybe she was originally going to be called Adria or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's how Mattel names their modern head sculpts, where there was somebody at Mattel named Adria that sculpted her. I'm not sure who exactly sculpted this head sculpt, but if any of you know that, please let me know. But the Desiree head sculpt, which is what most collectors call her, she was first introduced, I think, in the Fashion Fever doll line. And after that, through the 2010s, she replaced Asha, I believe, as being like the face of Black Barbie. Like, if there was a Caucasian version of Barbie, like the blonde, blue-eyed version, this would be the head sculpt of the black version of that doll. Whereas before, like in the 2000s, Asha was usually the one that they used, but then Desiree replaced her. And she was the face of Black Barbie throughout the 2010s, like through the Fashion Fever era, or fashionistas, early fashionistas, Life in the Dream House era. She was the face of Barbie's friend Nikki. So basically, Black Barbie. So she was around for a long time, and at the beginning of the Fashionistas line, they were using her, like the reboot of Fashionistas with all the body diversity. They used her on a couple dolls, but then they just silently retired her for some reason. I don't know why, but Desiree she's not used anymore. The only doll that has used her recently was one Inspiring Women, and I can't think of her name right now, that was designed by Carlisle. And if Carlisle uses it, you know it's an obscure head sculpt. So he, or maybe he just used her because he was like, well, he genuinely thought that she's who matched that person's face most of all. What I'm guessing why they don't use this head sculpt is just because with how sculpted it is an older head sculpt. It's dated 2001, so it's an older head sculpt. 2001's vintage now, right? It basically is. But since it's an older head sculpt and it's not as flat as modern Mattel head sculpts, I think that because all the definition it has, it makes it difficult to stamp on the facial features like the newer head sculpts, like the Looks head sculpts that are just not super defined whenever it comes to like the lips and like the eye ridges on the dolls. Like they have them, but they're just so much more smoothed out than they used to be. But I love this head sculpt, and I'd love to see her make a comeback in Barbie Playline, or they could do a Barbie Looks doll. Like she could go from Barbie Basics to Barbie Looks, and they could make a Desiree Barbie Looks, since they're recycling head sculpts now in that doll line. But she's incredibly beautiful in the face. Her skin tone is the Afra skin tone, so I'll probably have to get like a yellow top body to rebody her. I'm not going to leave her on Model Muse. She's got to move, okay? I want to be able to pose her. And she has this beautiful, long, dark brown, I think it looks black on camera, but it's dark brown saran hair. And the only unfortunate thing about her is that she's got glue head, I think. Yeah, she's got glue head, so uh, the hair is a little sticky. I'm going to have to wash her. And I talked a little bit about her outfit earlier, but her outfit is beautiful. It's very beautiful. All these dolls in this line, just like in the first wave of Barbie looks, have very simple neutral colored outfits. They actually have real like metallic snaps at the back of their outfits though. So I mean, Mattel could afford this back in the day. They can still afford it. They're really cheap now. Um, but the outfit's very well constructed, and it's very conformed to the Model Muse body. I love this though. I love the cut at the neck. I think it's very beautiful. They have some adhesive on it to keep it on there so it doesn't come off in the box or anything. I'm not sure if these were sold in stores, but just in case they were, like, and a kid saw it, they might have been at Toys R Us. The adhesive on there keeps it from like opening up and being too revealing, I guess. Um, and she just comes with some like basic black pumps. Uh, but she is so beautiful. I love having this Desiree in my collection now. And I definitely am going to have to rebody her. And I don't know if I'll restyle her or just let her keep this dress because it is so iconic. So I actually decided to do a second unboxing for this video. And I have also had this Barbie. She's been waiting to be unboxed for a very long time. This is the Barbie Look City Shine doll that was released in, when was she released? 2014. So this was after the Barbie Basics collection. And I believe that this was also designed by Bill Greening. This is another beautiful black Barbie, and I wanted her in my collection just because I really loved this metallic orange dress that she had, and how her hair had a metallic orange highlights, and these sharp spiked earrings were so cool. But I picked her up, I think, also on the Facebook Marketplace. I found a lot of good things on there. If you're willing to drive, which obviously I am, because I think I picked her up. She was like 3 hours away from where I live, but she was worth it. She was very worth it because she's a very beautiful doll. I've actually found a couple other of these. Like I found these two at a thrift store. I think I gifted this one to Timothy. I haven't found this one though. She's very beautiful. But let's go ahead and get her out of the box and I will take a closer look. This poor girl, she's got a lot of glue head too, unfortunately. Doll Junk warned me about this, but she's still very, very beautiful. So here is my Barbie, the Look City Shine doll, straight out of her packaging. This is the one that used the Mbili head sculpt. The Mbili head sculpt, which was the same one that Mattel was using for the Sew and Style doll line at the same time, and she is dated 2001, just like Desiree. So these head sculpts were probably sculpted by the same person in the same year, and I just love this girl so much. I thought she was so beautiful. Like I love this warm brown skin tone that she has and how good it looks with this metallic orange color scheme that she has. She's very monochrome, which I love that. I'd love for them to do like a Barbie looks collection like this where it's all jewel tones, but they're all monochrome, not any of the like clown stuff. Oh shit, I don't know what the fuck that was. Not any of the like clown stuff they have going on in Barbie Looks Wave 3. But I especially like how her hair has these like golden highlights in it. Like they look so good with the dress. These earrings are so beautiful. I love how like they're so sharp. They're like little knives on her ears, and they're perfect color match with the dress. Her facial screening is so beautiful. Like it's got all that metallic orange from the dress as well. Her lip color is beautiful. The only thing other than the glue head is the eyelashes. Not too big of a fan of rooted eyelashes on Barbie dolls. The only doll line that I've seen do eyelashes right is, I guess, Rainbow High. They look okay, and Barbie, or not Barbie, Integrity Toys. But Integrity Toys, their eyelashes are so fine and they're glued on that they look really good on Integrity Toys. But Barbie always, they just look too thick. They look like a spider poking out of there. It's like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove eyelashes, and I just don't like it. I prefer the painted on eyelashes, but whatever. She also comes with a metallic orange bracelet and a metallic orange purse and metallic orange shoes. Like everything corresponds with each other perfectly. This is such a beautiful doll, and I'm so happy to finally have her unboxed. I know that Mbili is a very common Barbie head sculpt, and I try not to add too many of her into my collection anymore just because they have so many that come out, even now with this head sculpt. Like, I probably have like 7 dolls back there with the Mbili head sculpt. It's a beautiful face. It's just, I don't like to buy too many of one head sculpt, and but I will make an exception for her. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today to unbox these 2 beautiful black Barbie dolls from the 2010s. And like I said, this is sort of like a pilot episode. So let me know how you like videos like this. Like, do you like unboxings like this? I can't get as close and personal with the dolls as I can whenever they're in front of the camera and there's not like another face that the camera is trying to pick up on, because I'm just recording on an iPhone, and I feel like the camera is pretty good on an iPhone, but it's not like professional quality. But some people like the more like homemade feel of unboxing videos that they have sometimes. So let me know, do you like this type of unboxing from me? As always, thank you all so much for joining me today for this unboxing. And if you like my content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to support it and help me grow on here. And with that, I hope you have a nice rest of your day.